Okay. But you can always look on your iPad and look up what one looks like. Couldn't you do that? All right. Doing a 1:30 video to go over. We're gonna do a 1:30 video to go over any questions anybody might have, and also to try and go over any questions anybody might have in the side. If you have a question, please write something in the chat area, and I will try and answer it. Today, on your way back from spring break, we just had one assignment for the day. All you had to do was log into your Google Classroom, make a choice between the two books that are available for your classes, and depending on which book you chose, that will affect the next several weeks with what we do. I will say that so far it looks like most of the classes have selected Percy Jackson. I haven't refreshed the pages yet to see if that's changed, but I don't think it has. There was only one class that was really that close. But I've done that before where every class chose the same one. It's not a problem. But that will determine what we do. And then tomorrow you guys will be choosing what you want to do for your final project for that book. I realize that it's odd to choose a final project before you even start the book, but that's to make sure you have plenty of time and you also know what you need to take care of. So you'll have about a month. Excuse me, you'll have about a month to work on that final project. So you should have plenty of time to try and finish that. All right. So we shall see. As of this moment, it looks like, just looking at the responses, looks like every class has pretty much, most everybody's voted for Percy Jackson. I will say 5th and 7th, not a lot of people have voted yet. Of course, it's only just now time for those two classes. So those two might change, but in terms of 4th period and 1st period, it looks like they will definitely be reading Percy Jackson. And we shall see what happens with the other one. Still a little while for people to vote. Only going to be in the video for another 6 minutes or so to answer any questions anybody may have before we go ahead and move on. The big thing today, if you're watching this later or you're watching this live, the big thing was to make sure that you chose the book and that you told me why. That was all that was really on the docket for today. The biggest thing was for you to log into your Infinite Campus, to follow the instructions, and make sure you've taken care of everything leading up to this. So I posted videos and gave instructions of how to log into your Infinite Campus, because I posted all the grades for everything except for the Maze of Doom point of view change and also the conflict matching. I haven't finished grading all those, so there are no grades in for those yet, but I've went ahead and got everything else in there, so you're able to see if you have incompletes or to see what your grade was, anything like that. Excuse me. So all that stuff should be in there, and I gave you the information to log in to be able to look and see if you guys have anything that's incomplete, anything that still needs to be caught up on, anything that needs to be finished. So hopefully you've been able to get through that. And yeah, we will just see how that goes. Like I said, today you're just choosing a book, one or the other. It doesn't matter which one you choose. Each class gets to have their own selection. So if 1st period chooses something different and 7th period chooses something different, that's fine. I have everything together for both books, so it doesn't matter which one you choose. Tomorrow, you guys will be choosing your final projects, which are the things that will be due once we finish the book. A lot of assignments that are really enjoying that. And then on Wednesday, we will actually start reading the story. You do not have to worry about buying the book or having the book or anything like that. I'll make sure that you have access to whatever reading. Also, try and get you access to audiobook versions. And if I can't find audiobook versions, then we'll just do videos like this where I set a time and you can log in to hear it be read aloud if you need that. But we shall see. Yeah, trying to think if there's really anything else. Like I said, you're just choosing the book today and placing a comment. That's the entirety of your grade for today. Tomorrow you get the chance to look at the different final projects. There are 4 different final projects available. You will only be choosing one. All right, you're not doing all 4. You're just choosing one. You get to choose the one that you would prefer to do the most, and you can work on that throughout the book. Like I said, there's a reason I let you guys choose it before we start the book, and that's because it's a pretty big project. It's also a big grade, but it's so that you can have plenty of time to work on it. So tomorrow you will actually be choosing your final project for the book, and then on Wednesday for both books, whether you choose Phantom Tollbooth or Lightning Thief, we will begin reading on Wednesday and go from there. So, any questions before I log off the 1:30? As always, be back at 3 o'clock. But the 3 o'clock meeting is I just log in to see if anybody has any questions. And if nobody's there with any questions, I usually get off as soon as nobody asks anything. But on the 10:30, I usually stay online for at least 15 minutes, see if anybody gets in, and then on this 1:30, usually stay on for around 10 to 15 minutes to see if anybody has any questions. And if no one does, then I tend to find my way back offline. I hope you guys all had a fantastic spring break. I hope that you have figured how everything is going to work, considering the simple idea that this is now the new normal. This is how we'll be spending the rest of the school year until you guys come back as 7th graders, which, is slightly saddening, but it will be okay. We will make it through. I did. It was nice, even though, it was here and unable to go anywhere. It was relaxing spring break. Yeah. Hopefully you have found something to pass the time as you cannot get outside the house. Hopefully you've found a video game you enjoy or a TV show you enjoy, or you've taken advantage of this beautiful weather that we've had for the last several days that has just been amazing. Need to get out in it again today at some point. Maybe I'll go get in the hammock or something like that. I still have one. You don't. Mine's not. Mine's perfect. Anyway, if you have questions and you're either watching this right now and you just haven't gotten your question in, or you're watching this later for some strange reason, I don't know why people would watch these live videos later, considering you can just wait for the next one. But if you're watching this now or later, and you still have a question, you still want to get in touch, you can send me an email, you can send me a comment on Google Classroom. I get an alert to my phone as soon as you do either of those things, as soon as it happens. I try and check them immediately. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's see which book your classes choose. 2 years ago, everyone chose The Lightning Thief, and it kind of looks like that's the way it's going. Last year, I had one class choose the Phantom Toll Booth, and that was kind of nice. It was nice to mix things up during the day, read something a little different instead of doing Percy Jackson 4 different times. Excuse me, but just make sure you've made a selection on the book and posted a comment on why you chose it. That's all. The only assignment for today is that. Um, yeah. Hope you guys have a great Monday afternoon, and I will see some of you at 3, and I will see some of you tomorrow.